Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to be going over a very unique attack that I developed. Now, if you can't tell by the clan name, it's going to be using healers only. Now, the reason I chose to do this was because in the most recent balance changes update, they've actually made it so healers do more heal towards heroes than they did before. Now, this is going to make the attack more powerful than it would have been in past updates, so I just wanted to see, is it actually possible for healers and heroes by themselves to 3-star max TH17? Now, with that, this attack is going to be very reliant on the hero equipment themselves, as they're going to be the most damage producing things in the attack. So with that, in the attack I'm going to be using a Fireball, a Rage Gem on the Grand Warden, on the King, the Earthquake Boots, and the Spiky Ball, on the Queen, a Healer Puppet and the Giant Puppet, and then also on the RC, the Electro Boots and the Rage Vial. Now all of these equipments are level 26 and 27, other than the Giant Puppet, which is only level 20. So it's very possible to 3-star a max TH17 with equipment that are going to be probably a little bit lower than this. However, it is still possible with decently leveled equipment. Now, for my healers, I'm going to have 27 in total, 24 in my main army, and then 3 in the clan castle. I'm going to have 2 of the earthquake spells. I'm going to have 8 of the invisibility spells total, and then 2 recall spells. And for the siege machine that we'll be using, it'll just be a siege barracks as usual. Alright, so let's hop into it. So this attack's going to start off pretty standard. We're going to set up that RC for a Spirit Walk in the corner. Next, we're going to set up a Fireball with the Grand Warden. So we'll just let that develop. Alright, so once the Grand Warden clears those defenses on the outside, send in that Fireball, and then we'll just recall them right away. Now we could keep that Spirit Walk going to just try and clear as many defenses in the core as we can. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start that Queen in now from the bottom side. Since we only have healers and heroes, the cleanup is going to be very important so we don't time fail. Now in a normal attack, we would actually have those cleanup troops, however, we don't have that in this case. So having that Queen start as soon as possible is very crucial to 3-star. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pick up that RC now, since there's no more invisibility spells to continue the Spirit Walk. The reason I'm using recall spells in this attack is because the value that each hero gives and the damage that they give is going to be very important later in the attack to make sure that we're getting as much damage from all of the available damage-producing troops as we can. I'm also going to go ahead now and send in the Grand Warden to help out the Queen with the defenses, and that Angry Jelly is going to be really helpful in this case, since otherwise he would be attacking those garbage buildings on the outside, but now he's going to be targeting those valuable defenses towards the middle. As you can see, I also sent in that siege barracks just to help out with the garbage and help funnel in the heroes towards that town hall. Now I'm going to send in that King. I'm going to add a few healers onto him. However, since he's such a tanky troop, they're not going to be really helpful for him. Now I'm also going to send in the RC now, and you're going to see how valuable the new buff to the healers is for this attack, as before my RC was around like 0 health basically, but now she's going to heal all the way back up to full and then end up tanking the giant bomb hit. Now I just activated that King ability too, just to clear out that entire compartment, and this base was pretty much crushed. I kept all 4 heroes alive, so I mean this is probably the best the attack could have gone. Alright, now hopping into the second attack, I'm going to keep the army basically the exact same, other than the fact that I'm going to remove one of the invisibility spells and just add an ice block spell, as I think that could get some value if we get one of the heroes low, like you saw with the RC. I think just getting that hero back up to full before they actually head into the base could be valuable. Alright, well that's all for this attack. I'm not going to do any commentary behind this next replay. I'm just going to let it play out. I really enjoyed making this video. If you guys want to see more unique attacks like it, please like and subscribe or comment, what you would want to see next. I think maybe a all Super Barb army or maybe all Wall Breaker would be really cool. And just experimenting with the different combinations of hero equipment or just armies and spells in general would be really cool. All right, well, thank you, and see you tomorrow.